And today we are reacting to how Ice Spice lost 83% of her audience. What a fall from grace, guys. This is one of those that, you know, although Ice Spice might not have been the best rapper in the world, but she still, you know, kind of was making her way as an icon, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was a somebody to know. Maybe she would have did the makeup route or something that just catapulted her into millions of dollars, or, you know, one of the billionaires, like a Kylie Jenner or something. But doesn't seem that's the case, or maybe it will be later on. Who knows? Let's get into it, man. Make sure you post to the social stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5, 6 p.m. Latto it.
Ice Spice done lost 83% of her audience in the past year, and I mean, we can look at the numbers. Her last project did 28K first week. She turns around, drops a deluxe, and that did 4,800 first week, not to mention all the other
I know it's a deluxe. 4,800 though.
controversy she done been into. One point, she getting booed off stage, and this wasn't like a long time ago. This was the beginning of this year. We seen Ice Spice get booed off stage. She come out, she do a little bad performance. People wasn't having it. Ice Spice really is one of the most interesting characters in hip hop. We done seen her in so many different problems and issues with different people over the years, whether it was her little situation with Drake or getting full on exposed by a quote unquote former friend of hers.
She should have ran off with that Drake motion. Now, I don't know what it came with, you know, I don't know if that comes with having to have relations or something like that. But if it wasn't that, if there was any way to hold on to that, she should have did that. She should have did that. And the Nicki thing it's not coming crazy like, you know, it was supposed to.
So with Ice Spice, we have one of the fastest rises in rap in modern day hip hop, but was the longevity there? That's a question we kind of seen getting answered with time, from the sales decreasing to the internet just being mad at her. I mean, that's something we done seen happen time and time again. Prime example, back in 2022, early show, she getting backlash. She would come out, she would do this show, and people wasn't messing with it. So many people wasn't messing with it that XXL would write a whole article just talking about this performance and the backlash she got. They would say this: Ice Spice is arguably one of the hottest newcomers in the rap game, but her less than stellar performance at 2022 Rolling Loud New York has garnered mixed reactions from fans. Rest in peace, Rolling Loud New York. you are missed. On Friday, September 23rd, Ice Spice made a surprise cameo appearance during Fabio Foreign's set at the Rolling Loud 22 New York. The 22-year-old rap newbie performed her viral track Munch to the crowd's delight. However, some people on social media were highly critical of Ice Spice's lackluster performance, and it was a big conversation at this time about Ice Spice and her whole.
For a female artist, this is a question to y'all that I'm just curious. To y'all, what qualifies as like a great performance for a female artist? A lot of dancing, you know, electric singing and jumping around with your favorite songs, I would imagine, right? Thing about Ice Spice, my God, my son is screaming right now. The thing about what Ice Spice is that we blew her up for being the thick, light-skinned girl that had a song that was a meme. It's like I'm saying, what do we expect from what did we expect from like a performance? Jumping around, hey. What did we expect from this performance?
Career. But like I said, Ice Spice's career been full of controversy and antics. And the antics surrounding
wasn't that what we all wanted, twerking on stage and she looking how she looked and just singing the songs that she was singing?
Ice Spice has been real bad. Been there really since her time early into the music space. Ice Spice's whole brand was built around antics. You know, you think of 6ix9ine, what was his antic? Oh man, nigga, I beef with everybody. I'ma say what I want, I don't care. Ice Spice antic was shaking ass, and people loved her whole image being this sex appeal thing. Also came with its bad peers. So at the same time, we seeing all this talk about Ice Spice not necessarily being about the music, but more her as a personality. Problems would start the show. Y'all know we in this fast food era of music. There's really no going around it. I could make a whole video talking about the type of music era we in right now. And you know, a lot of this modern day music ain't really bad, just a good bit of it lacks substance. But this is a conversation.
Right, I like that. It lacks substance. It's not the same music that made us listen and like keep playing it over and over and over again for years to come. I'm saying a lot of albums are very much so here today, gone tomorrow, unless it's their favorite artist and you just really resonate with what they saying. A lot of things we not holding on to. Like, I'm catching myself listening to, like, older stuff is still in my rotation. Back then when there was new music that was just too hard like that, well, no, yeah, that, like, now things is going away.
You done probably heard play over and over again throughout the years, and it also has something to do with how accessible music has become. You know, back in the day, niggas gotta go through hoops to, you know what I mean, get in the studio. If you broke, you can't really, you wasn't able to really record no music, you can't afford the studio. But now, nigga, you can make a hit song on your phone. You make a hit song, post it on TikTok, you going viral. You got you a hit song on the way. And that factor alone, you know, it came with its pros and cons. On one hand, you know, a lot more people are able to do what they love. A lot more people is out here actually being able to make music and gain attention from it. But at that same time, with it being so accessible, a lot of people don't be giving a fuck. They're like, man, nigga, I can make this shit for free. It's gonna take me 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get on here, I'm gonna say what I want on this nice beat. Most of the time, you know, a lot of these producers do be caring, if we gonna be honest, but that's probably how niggas was feeling. And Ice Spice kind of fell into that trap. The overall landscape of her career was, I look good and I make this real mediocre.
It's the same thing. But it's starting to carry over to the producers now. Like, the producing is starting to sound. It's not. Nothing's changing the game. You feel me? Like, again, think about certain beats and stuff like that were going on early on. Like, it's very everything. There's no new minds. It kind of feels like everybody. That's why I feel like music like let's say like a Benny X or something like that. Or the people that are making those types of songs, like I like the beats in the underground. I would say it's probably that's a touchy subject for some people saying underground, but I like the beats for in that little genre of music right now more than anything because they sound so new, they sound different, they sound like exciting. You feel what I'm saying? It's like now you'll have somebody come on there, you know, being very lazy and rapping, and I still like some of that laziness and stuff like that. But you be hearing some of it, and it sounds, their voice just kind of more sounds like an instrument rather than them really saying something, which is cool. But them producers are carrying it right now. Right now, I don't think anywhere else people really going there crazy.
Lullaby type music, and so. Not only was she not talking about anything, not only was the music not really there, it was kind of a recipe for disaster. Well, not kind of, it was a recipe for disaster. She became more known as a personality than this rapper. And time again, we done seen that play out real bad. But throughout the time of her being in all of these antics, of course, someone else would come into the picture at one point. I mean, it kind of set a pattern for these strange problems in the future. So Ice Spice in the industry, she looked good. Of course, rappers gonna start gravitating toward Ice Spice. Right. One of these rappers so happened to be Lil Tjay. And at one point, they had that little thing going on. I don't know if they was dating. I don't know if they were just, you know what I mean, getting it in. I don't know what they had going on, but they had something. And it was a conversation. And people were paying attention to it. And they was working together. I mean, at one point, you know, they shooting music videos, they doing songs, and just so happens that Lil Tjay pulling up to one of him and Ice Spice music video shoots, the man got arrested. Article write this: NYPD arrested Lil Tjay in the Bronx, and now the rapper is in police custody for an alleged weapons violation. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ that Tjay was arrested following a traffic stop in the Bronx on his way to film with Ice Spice. We told officers found a handgun in the vehicle, so they arrested him. But that wasn't the end of Tjay problems with Ice Spice. Well, that wasn't necessarily a problem with Ice Spice. It just had something to do with her. But where a problem with Tjay and Ice Spice will come up was, remember how I said Ice Spice quote unquote friend was exposing her? Well, Tjay got—
oh my gosh. Who is this being on the right? The piercing game went crazy, man. The dermals, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see the swag and all of it. Certain things, what I do, am I doing the dermal? I don't think that's me. That's not really me. Maybe if I'm in a different lane of something, maybe if I rap or something, and I'm more opium, maybe I'll go dermal or something. But I'm chilling. I'm living my life, right? But when we go dermal, we go lip joint right here. I never like this one right here. Lip joint right here. The joint right here. Bow, bow, bow. It's like, we not even giving it a rest. We going stupid.
I brought up during this time period. So in this part of the story, there was 3 people involved.
Got nuts and bolts on your face.
Baby Storme, and Ice Spice. Now, Baby Storme and Ice Spice had been quote-unquote best friends for a long time. They were, you know, real close. Right along the time period where Cleopatra was going in on Ice Spice, we would have Baby Storme really adding on top of everything else. Basically, she was accusing Ice Spice of dating TJ. She was like, nigga, you was dating TJ, but at the same time, you was dating Riot, who is one of, if not the most important part of Ice Spice's career. If Riot wasn't here, Ice Spice wouldn't be here. That nigga was the producer that made everything for her, basically. So this friend is like, you know, you was dating Riot, but you over here messing around with Lil Tjay. You doing this with TJ, but you got this nigga at home. And this best friend would expose this to the internet.
Yikes. What a way to find that out. And at one point, her friend probably smiling all in Riot face. Yeah, hi, ooh, the whole time. That's the tough part, bro. Some of these women, bro. Hey, friends, yeah, everybody laughing and joking, and this is that and the third. Everybody in cahoots, and y'all are the only one that don't know nothing. But it can be said the same way for men.
But not only would she expose this to the internet, she would text this nigga phone and then post the messages online.
Hey!
She would text Ryan and say, Ice Spice cheated on you with TJ in 2022 and lied to your face about it. Then she had the audacity to sing about it on Gangsta Boo, the song that you produced.
No.
Jesus! You fucking bitch!
No. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
Go ask her about it. She was in love with him for almost a year. I'm sorry. It happened the night she slept in TJ's bed while you were in the house. Now, wait.
This is right here that make it flash, bro.
Wait, I don't think, bro, there's no way these two could have actually been dating, because what do you mean? This nigga Riot was at the house with Ice Spice and TJ, and he let Ice Spice go and sleep in the bed with another nigga. And then he let her diss him on his own beat. There's no way that's actually what went down. And if that's really what happened, that Riot nigga got some problems. Because what you mean? She slept in the bed with this nigga while you was there and that's your girl. You know, that's a whole nother conversation. We ain't about to get into that. But look, before I keep going.
Whoa.
No, make sure you tap in with me on Instagram at GetLikePrince. I just dropped some nice pictures on there. You might as well go tap in. So now that we're on the topic of this friend, after she would fall out with Ice Spice, this friend would, you know, describe and explain herself as to why she fell out with Ice Spice and why she's exposing her. She was saying that Ice Spice was real entitled. And the whole time that these two were on tour together, well, when she was with Ice Spice on tour, she was getting mistreated. And, you know, she was getting treated bad. Ice Spice was, you know what I mean? The vibe will write this. Ice Spice and her friend Cleopatra shared their disdain toward one another on social media, both accusing the other of unsavory behavior. The back and forth started when Cleopatra detailed her experience on the Y2K tour on TikTok. In multiple videos, she described Ice Spice as calculated and said she was only invited to this tour to clean up Ice Spice's image after her text messages disparaging Nicki Minaj was leaked. Cleopatra would say, cause we never chilled on like some chill stuff. It was always in the blogs the next day and the song dropping. You actually have one time to show me that you jealous, intimidated, untrustworthy, fake, disloyal, a whole bunch of other words. And Cleopatra claims she was only given a day to prepare for the tour, but was not included in the official tour promo. And she felt she was mistreated by Ice Spice. Her allegations also include being forced to change in bathrooms, coming out of pocket for hotel rooms, and not being paid.
I ain't coming out of pocket no hotel room, my nigga. I'm supposed to be on tour with y'all. I mean, actually, if I'm somebody upcoming, I'm trying to be on the Ice Spice. I'm trying to get my name out. And Ice Spice, one of the hottest at the time, is telling me to pull up, like, you know, come on tour with her. Yeah. There's some. I'm gonna be trying to make a few. Okay, wait, you can't. Damn, man. But this is an opportunity of a lifetime, no, bro. I'm talking to my partners, bro. On everything, bro. If I do this, I'm gonna be up after the whole time. I've never heard a Cleopatra song in my life. Sounds like it might have been but somebody heard of her now, so maybe it wasn't a full waste though. You know what I'm saying? She got some clout off of this, maybe.
So it doesn't belong to the person above. Some people are lucky, and we're gonna call it luck. We're not gonna call it her being blessed, because I don't think the Lord will bless somebody like her. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Cleo. So y'all know me. I've always been vocal about everything, about literally everything. Nobody can shut me up. Nobody can silence me. Like, was you silent or was you silent? Okay, and nobody's gonna do that to me. This video isn't to bash anyone. This is for me to speak on my experience and what I went through. And I want my fans to learn from this. My fans, my followers, my supporters, my future fans, followers, supporters.
You want your fans to learn from this. Okay. All right.
You don't even have to like me. I want y'all to literally take this situation that I'm about to break down to y'all and be inspired by it. And understand that no matter what the opportunity is, nobody should make you feel less than or make you feel like shit because they gave you an opportunity. It does not matter. It does not give a door, an open way for somebody to try to humiliate you or try to make you feel less than. And as a black woman, a confident one who knows exactly who she is and exactly what she wants in this world, people are so intimidated by it. And it's either you're intimidated and scared of it, or you love it and you just love it. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, I was around somebody who was clearly intimidated by me, like, and just who I am as a person. So the ending of July, I get a call from ICE very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me, the travel.
Knowing damn well it wasn't just that straight up. It was, oh my God, girl. But I mean, I just gotta, what, am I gonna be able to this, that, and the third? It wasn't, she ain't say it like that to her. I got stuff to do. This, that, and the third. Man, you crazy. Yeah, we know that's not how that response was.
All over the United States with you to watch you perform, kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever brought me out on stage. I was like, oh, wait. Okay, like, I guess this girl, in my head, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, I guess she's really trying to make up for that fake shit that got exposed, like, a month ago. Like, she's really trying to, like, you know, be a actual friend, because that shit was weird as fuck. And I checked her about that shit, and even for her to apologize was like pulling teeth. Like, girl, you got caught calling your friend jealous for no fucking reason. And her excuse was that I didn't speak up when I was asked if she was Nigerian. Like, girl, I met you a month before that video. I didn't even know you was Nigerian.
So
what?
She doing all this, exposing it, and she would go on and on dragging Ice Spice and around this.
That's Shorty? She just did a full flip. Oh, this somebody else.
Same time, baby Storme get on Twitter and say this.
Different
the only
person.
reason I'm saying this now is because I thought Ice Spice was a real friend. I've known her since we were 13. We went to the same grade school and high school together. She was my high school bully, but I forgave her because she apologized for bullying me.
Wow. Sacred Heart in Yonkers, New York. We met in 8th grade. She was my high school bully. I forgave her after high school because she apologized for bullying me. She only tried to rekindle with me when I started doing music and got some motion. I see what's going on. She used my connections and resources to make her way to the top and pretend to be my friend. So she did the method. She did the use somebody to get to where you want to be method. I got you. She forced everyone in her life to sign an NDA, including me. Forced. Gun to head. Pencil to paper. Do this or I'll shoot you and your family forced, or hey, you need to do this or you can't be around me forced, including me, but the only person I'm signed to is God, so I will speak the truth. She's about to get taxed talking about the only person. Yeah, that's fine, me too, but the legal system, the legal system also comes for all of that. Isis did everything in her power to make sure my career would never take off. She did everything you could possibly think of and more, but I'm not afraid of her anymore. This is the truth.
Ice Spice exposing situation. She would be online making weird ass TikToks. I mean, just listen.
Donald Trump is going to be assassinated this year before the upcoming 2024.
Okay. So now when we, you know what I'm saying? Now when we get some of these, it makes certain things not very credible because we start getting the end is near, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, Jesus will be here kind of responses and messages. You know what I'm saying?
Election. His death is what is ultimately going to cause a civil war in the United States. If you want to know what the Civil War will look like, go to any movie theater and just watch the movie Civil War. That is exactly what will happen in the United States. It is not just a movie, that will happen exactly how you see it in the movie theaters.
And I'm not gonna lie, she was low-key shit posting, like crazy posting, just yapping. She really wasn't wrong about that assassination thing. Because keep in mind, nigga, this TikTok was posted before July of 2024.
Excuse me.
And you know what happened in that month? That failed attempt against Trump. I'm bullshitting, but...
Oh, man, you bitch ass. I was like, oh, shit, I need to repeat.
It wasn't like a one-time thing with her. A lot of her posts was her, you know, talking like this. And so when people dug into her TikToks and dug into the things she said, a lot of what she said, or a lot of what people heard from her would go in one ear and out the other.
Yeah.
But back to Riot. Now, Riot was the main component of Ice Spice's career, a producer who was with her from the beginning. This man done basically produced every single big song you ever heard from Ice Spice. Every hit, he had a part. He writing, he doing the beat, he doing this, they working together. XXL will write this on Riot. RiotUSA has reached the A-list beatmaker
Please
status.
turn down this damn guitar solo, brother. I rock with your videos. I'm trying to pay attention to what's going on.
In 2023, as the mastermind from a vast majority of songs from Ice Spice in April, Riot and Ice Spice song cracked the top 5 on Billboard Hot 100s for the first time with Princess Diana, along with Nicki Minaj debuting at number 4 after landing a global publishing deal with Warner Chappell Music back in June. Riot done earned Producer of the Year from BMI R&B Hip Hop Awards over the summer. Now RiotUSA closes out his breakthrough year with hopes of taking home a Grammy for Best Rap Song in 2024 with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj, Barbie song. So he came up with Ice Spice. Then the whole Lil Tjay situation happened, and there wasn't like a true public fallout between the two. But Riot really used that momentum he got from being with Ice Spice and working with Ice Spice to kind of trying to create his own rap career. Just the other day, he on stream with Platboy Max rapping. He wasn't making beats. He was rapping, but he's still locked in. I mean, this nigga, not only was he on stream with Platboy Max, not only has he been making his music.
Let me not turn my head like that, like producers don't transition to be rappers, but I just wasn't expecting that.
This nigga was giving beats to speed out of everybody. But past that Riot situation, the beef with Ice Spice's friend like wasn't the only big beef she was gonna face. Another one was her and Latto. Now these two would be on a borderline war with their fan bases. So Latto and Nicki, they beefing, right? If you watch my vid back on Nicki, she doesn't beef with everybody. So Latto and Nicki got their problem. And for a long period of time, Ice Spice and Nicki was always together. They had the Barbie song together. They pushing each other music. You see them together a lot. And Latto beefing with Nicki had to create some tension with her and Ice Spice. And slowly, with time, this beef started brewing. It started cooking up. And people was speculating on if Ice Spice was dropping a line on Latto, or if Latto was dropping a line on Ice Spice. It was a lot going on, and people was wondering if this was gonna be a full-on rap war between these two female artists, or was it just gonna stay on social media? Was it just gonna be a couple shots, you know, talking
A rap war between these art. I don't think, has there ever been a hip hop beef between two female artists that got took to the streets or something? Has there ever been? I think they keep it pretty clean, you know what I'm saying? They don't even say nothing to, like, you know, a Drake Kendrick, you know who I'm talking about. You gotta speculate with I feel like some of these female artists. I feel like, you know,
a little bit of shit.
Y'all can prove me
Latto
wrong.
also posted this picture.
Oh, my battery!
You see Ice Spice, like, no, she's like sitting right by the Ice Spice thing. Is this ain't this Ruby Rose? So I think her thing is like, oh no, I wasn't dissing anyone. It's like, yo, she's trying to say, if the shoe fits, wear it. But you could tell she's trying to antagonize Ice Spice. Like, you have her in the back of your snippet. You're taking a picture by her face when there's a bunch of women faces there. right? You're trying to make sure people know it's Ice Spice.
Being in the back in that video, was that the wreck hit?
Yeah, you getting right to it. Huh? I did not do that on purpose.
Right.
Okay.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And she took it like you did it on purpose.
okay, well then let's do it then. Like, it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. I swear to God, like, it wasn't like that. Mind you, I'm in Houston having a ball, leaving the club drunk as fuck. I'm like, let me make a little TikTok to this song I like.
She goes on live to explain it a little bit more.
Let me tell you something. I did the interview solely for the purpose, so I didn't have to like do shit like this, get on live, get on Twitter, and I'm just recording a TikTok. Shit don't be that deep. And on my mother, if I did see that video behind me, I still would have proceeded. Y'all need to stop this. Oh, she's lying. She's her hand. The wrong in her hand.
I think you could out-rap Ice Spice. I think Ice Spice is not here to rap battle. I think she knows how to maneuver this industry, and she realizes one important thing. It's about likability, not talent these days.
Yeah.
So, you know, even going back to the whole Nicki Minaj thing, you know why? By the way, to me, Meg lost the battle, but she lost the battle and won the PR war.
I don't think any, if we talking about female rappers going up against each other, I don't think anybody beating Nicki. Like, if it was like a rap battle, like we going back to back, we rapping about each other, I don't think anybody beating Nicki. She too, like, she come from the era of MCs and junk. Like, we really rapping. Listen to some old Nicki Minaj songs. She really be rapping, regardless if that's somebody helping, whatever. But when the ones where she spazzing. I don't think anybody I think she gonna kill him.
He came off so nasty, so ugly. It came off, oh, I'm going at your dead mother. Like, by the way, that's all part of rap beef. So I'm not like over here like, oh my God, you should have did that.
A lot of people was like, nah, because they was feeling like Ice Spice was gonna get washed. And I mean, y'all done heard Ice Spice music. Y'all know how she rap. Y'all know what she
Latto's tearing up Ice Spice,
when you compare
though.
her music to Latto, like, a lot of people don't be giving Latto credit, but her ass can really rap.
She can rap.
Can really bring substance if she want to. So comparing these two and actually putting them in a rap battle against each other where they dropping diss songs is kind of not fair. And we kind of seen the future and knew who would win this battle if they were to drop it. If they were to get to dissing each other. And at one point, Latto got questioned exactly on this topic. She beefed with Ice Spice. People get to question her. She kind of said what I said. This rap battle wouldn't be fair. Ice Spice wouldn't even want that. This what Billboard wrote. Latto said, if I was to do a battle, it would have to be with somebody I'm gonna go tit for tat with. I really don't mean to throw shade, but why would she even want to do that? Then Billboard were right. Between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, January back and forth, Quavo and Chris Brown beef, and of course the culture shifting Kendrick Drake beef, rap battles have been a big phenomenon across hip-hop this year. But Latto and Ice Spice have been primarily concerned with sending subliminals to one another. Latto would say, I feel like she's doing it in her lane. It's two different types of vibes. I don't even think she gives me the, oh, I want to engage in the actual rap beef. Everyone gonna take their little jazz in the music, and it's not even that serious to me. I feel like you should do that. But as far as actual whole diss records to each other, I don't even think she will want to do that. I feel like, would it even make sense? But 2024 was not only filled with her getting exposed by her friend, beefing with Latto, beefing with whoever, it would also be a big situation with her and Central C. Her, Central C girlfriend, the three main players in this story. And like with Lil Tjay, there was a period of time where we seeing Central C and Ice Spice getting pushed together all the time now. Was there an actual relationship? Who knows? Ice Spice, Central C getting pushed together a lot. You seeing them always. People speculating. Are y'all together? And
being a rapper is a slippery slope when you got a girl, bro. Cause look, this a picture. No man's woman is gonna be okay with just this photo. This is an intimate photo. You got a girl, y'all. They flick this and they take this picture. You can do as much explaining as you want. Oh my, the label. They want us to all of that. It's gonna bring some type of tension, bro. This ain't gonna go over smoothly, because then we can just flip it. Let's say your girl a rapper in this same picture, you same thing. You gonna be like, man, what the fuck?
You fucking bitch.
You seeing them always. People speculating. Are y'all together? And let me know if you want a vid on him. I've been thinking about, making a vid on Central C, especially with all the stuff that he done got into. And, he kind of got them gang times out in the UK, and that could make a good video. But they messing around in their relationship, having all this build up.
Oh, he got him a real white woman.
And it led into Central C's girlfriend, ex-girlfriend at the time. They was getting into it. She seen all the little weird stuff going on with Ice Spice and Central C, and then she would get on TikTok explaining her side of the situation, explain the situation, and this went viral.
Obviously not. You told me to stand up, so I'm standing up. Let me tell you how I did not know that any of this was gonna fucking happen. Let me take you guys back a couple months. I'm laid up in bed with Pookie, and he comes to me, and he's like, I have a new song to show you. And I'm like, yes, serenade me. I'm like ready to hear some poetry. And then he plays me his verse. I'm like, what the fuck? Not only did you just snitch on yourself that you're cheating, but you just told me exactly how. Give me your fucking phone. You telling me ZK Trappy 69 with the wet emoji is not your childhood friend? He tells me it's just marketing and I know how the internet works, so I just forget about it. A while later, he tells me that he wants to hire an influencer to do like a lip syncing video to one of his older songs. And I'm like, okay, makes sense. Then he's like, I'm gonna send her a car because she asked for one. I was like, okay, makes sense. He didn't tell me he was sending her his personal car to start a dating rumor with her. I was with you guys knees deep in that comment section asking if we were.
But all of these different situations and everything else.
Yeah, it's too much of a slippery slope. You can't even get your work. If you an artist, you might as well be single, bro. It's too much.
Led her up to one moment. Led Ice Spice up to the moment of her debut album. When people, came across the idea that Ice Spice might be dropping an actual album, people questioned it because that music is real fast food. Like would a person really want to sit and listen to a full Ice Spice album? That was a question that was brewing online, and that was a question that we would see answered when time came for this album to drop. So honestly, leading up to this project, people wasn't really expecting this good album. They wasn't expecting nothing crazy. They was expecting 20 songs of Ice Spice. This album came out and it flopped and it did 28K for an artist her size that had 45, probably 50 million monthly listeners at that time. That sparked up a whole conversation surrounding Ice Spice. And so now everybody, talking about Ice Spice, oh, did she fall off or is she trash, blah, blah, blah. When all this backlash would come out, she would kind of respond really not caring. Well, I'm not going to say not caring, but
that's what she at right now, 40 million a month? Let me see this, man. Do I still got, I don't even think I got Spotify logged in. How many monthly listeners she got on Spot? Oh, yeah, guys. Somebody send me a Spotify info so I can log in, y'all. Can I go on here and look? I'm an Apple Music guy, y'all. Here we go. 13 million. It's dropped significantly. 40 million. But I mean, like, this is any person. This is any artist, right? You have your moments. This is anybody in any industry. You know, even on this channel, the views go low, but then they drop, and then they go up, and then they drop. That's if you keep working though. What's Gunna new album though? What's Gunna looking like now with his new album drop? Woo! Gunna too hard, man. Shout out Gunna, man. What's Thug? I'm just curious. What's Thug shit looking like? Cause the 27. That's good.
But her perspective, the way she looked at the situation was really in the right place. Because it wasn't like, oh, fuck y'all, my album did bad, but I don't care. She was just on some, this project did better than my last one. They said we're right. On Monday, August 5th, Ice Spice Sales came out, and it sold 28,000 copies first week. After the news surfaced online, Ice Spice typed up a response regarding her latest accomplishment. Although the multi-platinum artist expressed her gratitude about her album sales, she seemed more psyched about what she experienced during her tour. Ice Spice would say, my last project, Light, did 15K, so thank you to everyone who supported me then, and thank you to all the new supporters. Y2K World Tour has been fun, and these numbers are cool and all, but you should have seen that crowd I had last night. This a month after this, she would come out and she would drop a deluxe. Problem with that deluxe was it did 4,800 copies first week. For an artist her size, you could ask.
It's a deluxe though. It's the deluxe though.
Anybody if they know Ice Spice. And they would say, you can go ask your damn grandma. You know who Ice Spice is? She's gonna say yes. So Ice Spice, her brand has.
That's time to transition. It's time to transition. Time to do something that's more so like she gotta go Kylie on them. Like she gotta do Garment or something. But she got to get her likability up a little bit. She should have did it up then. She's got to do something though. It's time to transition.
Reach all over the world. But when it comes to the actual music, that's not there. You know, at the same time she dropping this project, you know, that was around the time she got booed off stage, and that caused its own controversy. And really throughout 2025, we haven't got a lot from Ice Spice. We got a little single from her in June, but it was more of a feature. It was a remix. But other than that, she hasn't dropped no album. She hasn't really been in no crazy big situations. We just seeing her, you know, in a relationship or doing this or doing that. And what's next for Ice Spice is a very hard question to answer, because we done seen such a big drop off already. And unless she has like an entire sound change, I don't know if Ice Spice announcing a new project or dropping new singles is gonna bring actual attention. I feel like Ice Spice might just become like a really big personality. Like,
yeah, that's just what she need to do. That's the way to go. That's the way. That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video, sub up, comment the Betrayal channel. I love you. I appreciate y'all. Great for y'all. Make sure you pull up to the other channels if you're not familiar with them. All links are in the description and everything. We gon' edit Latto.